to make a macrame lawn chair that's going to give lounging in the backyard a colorful upgrade. Is our colorful upgrader, Orly.
That's right. Yeah,
wow.
I'm super stoked.
I have to tell you that your DIY, I understand, the DIYs that you've done on the show are really spectacular, but it also led you to receive a special invitation.
Yes.
Where is it to?
I'm really excited. Okay, so I'm attending the Mom 2.0 Summit. It's in Pasadena, California.
Yay!
It is, yeah, I'm really excited. It's an amazing opportunity to meet with more than 800 of the world's leading influencers who create incredible content for online and on air. And I'm just so excited I get to share my DIY skills. I'm going to be an incredible company. It's
this
amazing.
is so cool. It's really a cool thing.
It is.
And this is because of
really
the DIYs that you've done on the show and you've been recognized.
Yeah,
And she's a mom.
This is, I mean, this is home and family. This is home and family. Absolutely.
It's really a big deal. A lot of big people are going to be there.
I'm really excited.
Maybe you can teach some of the people there how to make your
I know. I was like, can I bring this with me and sit there as I talk?
Exactly.
This whole
You
thing?
need something to sit on for all those hours. Tell us how you made these.
This is amazing. So these chairs, what we're doing is we're starting with old lawn chairs, the like old webbing ones that our parents have in the shed somewhere that have cracked and ripped. Instead of
by the way, I've fallen through some of those in my time.
They're
I'm like,
incredibly
I'm like, I didn't put on weight, did I?
I know.
And
It gets old.
Yeah, they get old and they
exactly. And all the new ones are. Like you almost can't find the old ones anymore. The new ones are like ergonomically, like, they're like so different. So this is taking those old lawn chairs and macrameing them, bringing a pop of color and all this hand woven texture. So it really is a statement piece that's going to stand out beautifully anywhere you take it.
Well, it looks like it could be complicated, but tell us how you got started on this.
It's not complicated. I got started a little bit earlier right here on the deck. So let's take a look. So there's my lawn chair. The first thing you're going to do is take off the webbing. Now, if it's a really old chair, it's going to have screws. So you're going to need a screwdriver to pull it out. This kind just had these little hooks. So I just got to pull them right out. There's my blank frame. So this is called macrame cord. So the first thing you're going to do is a simple square knot, which you want to double knot. Make sure to tie it as tight as you possibly can and pull the knot towards the inside. That way it stays hidden. Now, take your length. You're going to go under the back bar and over the top. The very first one that you do is a little bit different. The loop goes on the left-hand side, the outer corner. Next, you put your macrame hook inside, holding it in place. Again, your first one goes outside, not inside. So you can see it goes around the corner. Put your macrame hoop and hold it tight. Those hold them in place. Now, this is when the regular macrameing begins. Go through the bottom and over the top. Now you're gonna take the loop through the middle. This is how the rest are done. Only the first one's off to the side. Hook it in. Now grab a little bit of tension and you're going to pull it through your first. That's all that this is. You hook it in, you pull it through the first loop, and now it's dropped a stitch. Now you go down the bottom, same thing, loop it over the top, bring the hoop through the bottom, hook it on, pull it through the first loop that you had, and now you pull it taut again.
Oh, you just took me back to 7th grade home ec class.
Right, exactly.
You can
see so this last one now, the very last one that you have, you're going to remove the hook and you're going to hold onto that loop, pull the tail through it and pull taut. So this isn't going to grab two. See, we're just kind of hooking it into place. Now, when you go around the top, this is how we're going to finalize it and close it off. Do the same thing, take out the hook. Now, you're going to make a knot into that loop. So take your tail, tie it in, and now before you're done, tie a knot. There you can see it. We're going to tie a little bit of a knot, pull it as taut as you can to make sure you maintain that tension. There we go. There's the knot tying. And now we're just going to cut off that little bit of excess. So you only want to leave yourself maybe an inch or two, which I'll show you how to close that off. And that's how it ends up when you've done all of your vertical stripes.
So let's talk about the you went.
So you can see, you can see that I now did the bottom. So you can
that looks hard.
It's not hard. It's actually crazy how simple this is once you start doing it. Because the way that we ultimately create our pattern is through the horizontal ones now. So all of these, this chair here, it was just orange and pink straight down. So I created my pattern once I started doing these horizontal ones.
Interesting.
So the entire pattern comes together
I would
during
say
this
it just
part.
kind of comes to life then, because you know exactly how you want to go.
Exactly.
But how do you get it through like that?
All it is at this point, so when you do your horizontal ones, you start off the same way, right? You tie your knot, you loop off to the side, you do the same. So I've done that so that we're ready to go. Now, I want to show you guys how to do this one down here, which is like that angled, see how it's like that angled?
Yes.
I don't even know what that's called. Whatever. That angled.
An angled pattern.
Thank you.
Sure.
So I did my first. I have 4. And what I did is I started off, I counted 3 here. I went over 4, under 3, over 4, under 3.
So you just keep doing the same
So
thing.
now when it's time to angle it, I want to divide it in the middle. So instead of coming up right here, which would be making it just a bigger rectangle, I'm coming up through the middle. So now I'm going to come up through the middle.
Which
I'm
then
going to go
shifts them all over
1, 2,
one, right?
3, 4, yep, and go down.
Two.
And there you
come
go.
up 3, over 4, right? So you keep going
And
like
you
this.
keep your
macrame.
your macrame yarn just like that.
You leave it in a ball underneath your chair. You'll feel where it needs to be so it doesn't get tangled, because as it goes, it just starts to unravel as you need more.
How long would this take to do?
So, this one didn't take as long because I used macrame cord, which is a little bit beefier. This one was a different type, so it was thinner and it required more stitches.
What kind of cord is this?
This is paracord. So you can use either macrame cord or paracord. Both are really strong and are going to not only make sure you can sit in them, obviously, they're going to be weatherproof, they're going to stay strong, they're not going to stretch.
Nice.
But you can see the difference. Actually, we have a shot of what the difference is between the paracord and the macrame cord. So you can see the difference, like the one on the left there, the paracord, it's thinner strands that come together. The one on the right, it has more of a texture, like a braided texture to it. I actually, after working with both, I would say that I recommend using the macrame cord because it moves faster, because it's fatter. It also gives a little bit of like a more inviting,
place
cozy
to sit.
looking seat.
That might be a little less comfortable.
Yeah, they're both comfortable, just the visual of it.
But how does one determine length if you're going to purchase cord or paracord, whatever?
So this green, you saw that I did this entire seat in green. This is what's left over. So here, this is what's left over. It comes in 100-yard bundles. So this is how much I have left over. This is the paracord. It comes in 100 feet. And this right here, this orange, one side of the orange was an entire 100-foot panel. So this was 200-foot panels. Right? So you get a lot more out of one of the macrame cord.
So you're not really changing color halfway through, you're just going through it.
Well, here I did, and actually in order to change the color, you can see on the back, do you see these little knots? This is where I changed my color. So if you have a knot like this somewhere where you changed your color, you want to make sure, that's why I did this design on the front, because it hides the knot.
I see.
So it's better to hide the knot. That's why I would not recommend doing a lot of color changes as you go, because in order for this to stay nice and tight and clean, you have to hide the knot somewhere in the weave, and then you may see it.
Interesting.
Well, yeah, I just would like to remind everyone, in case you're just joining us, Orly is going to be at this really cool convention. It's the Mom 2.0 Summit. And this year happens to be a really big one because it's the 10th anniversary. It's a huge deal. Lots of famous moms are going to be there.
It's really exciting. The keynote speaker is Kristen Bell, who I'm obsessed with. She's amazing.
She's really cool. She
shoots
right here.
The good place. Natalie Morales, who's a good friend of the show here. She's going to be here. Joy Cho, who's an incredible DIYer. It's going to be an amazing group. It's really epic, and I'm just honored to even be
Will you come back and tell us all about it?
No.
Okay.
And you know what?